It just feels like Bruce Almighty. Now I want to watch the movie.
We could watch it.
Okay.
I enjoy Bruce Almighty.
It's good.
Yeah. Bring that moon closer. Shh.
You the moon? You quite bright.
I've been called a lot of things. I haven't been called the moon. I tell you, Lord.
Be your own people.
Be your own people.
It's home.
Whoa. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Get Into This Podcast. I'm your co-host, Tim.
Hey, y'all, I'm Rita.
Round of applause. We made it back another week.
Round of applause. Round of applause. We back in this thing.
We back.
Yeah.
We back. Episode 9 in the building.
No.
We in there.
Keep going.
Listen, it's been fun, man.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's been nice.
It's been
nice.
Yeah.
It's been nice for sure.
Yeah. Any wall yet? You hit it in the wall?
No.
No? Okay.
We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, do we?
Like, we got a lot to talk about. Like, they just don't know yet. But we talk about a lot of stuff.
Everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right, let's get into this.
Here we go. Game of the week. We back with Taboo. Taboo it is.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. It's just so.
Who's going first?
We go rock, paper, scissors like always. Ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Wait, who going first? You going first, right?
Yeah.
What color you doing?
I don't know.
Well, I guess anyone you want.
Yeah, anyone. All right.
Okay, again, you making it hard for me, right?
Well, I want you to get the word, but I can try to make it.
Or you gonna make it easy? Or you just gonna
I'm gonna see
what I know, because sometimes they're easy. Sometimes it's like I have nothing to say.
Clue.
Right.
Give me some more.
Okay.
All right, this one. Used in a history class.
A map.
It is circular.
A globe.
All right.
I'm really good at this. It says that and only has done one.
All right. You eat this when you're sick.
Soup. I'm surprised you was able to say sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
People put these on packages.
A snap.
When they talk about chickens and
expiration date, organic, a label.
It's about these chickens
cage free.
Not cage free, but what?
Free range.
Right.
I want chickens, and I want them to be free range and cage free.
Yes. This is a flavor.
Strawberry, peach, banana, orange. Look, orange is not a flavor.
Orange is a flavor.
Orange is a flavor?
Yes.
It is a flavor.
But this isn't. No, this ain't no edit. This staying in. This might go on the real. We gonna see. But so it's a snowball flavor. One of the original snowball flavors that
green apple.
A lot of
bubblegum.
There we go. All right.
Orange is so a flavor.
We went to one of these.
We've been to a lot of things.
We have. All right, we went to one of these.
Recently?
No, this was years ago. Long time. I was saying 2015. We went to one of these in the country by one of your coworkers. They set. I'm about to say they set something on fire.
I'm on fire with Kayla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I got one more. Oh, you get these a lot. When you don't drink enough water.
A headache.
A headache.
That ain't why.
That is why.
First of all, I feel attacked by the way you said that. So let's not do that.
My bad, man.
Okay.
Ain't no beef here.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see what. Okay. This is this is something that hangs on the wall, and it is of a loved one or even a
picture.
Another word for a picture. Back in the olden times when they didn't have cameras, they would use what to document those images. They would create another word for that.
Painting.
Another word. Because I can't say this one word I really want to say. Somebody.
Sketch.
Keep going.
Drawing, painting, sketch. What else?
A
memory or something?
The person would come in and the family would be there.
A family photo?
No, not a photo. Not a picture. The word is not a picture. It is not a photo. It is
of a loved one, though. Is it
a loved
image?
one, or it's an image. It's an image of what that person is doing at the moment. They're just simply posing.
Capturing the moment?
You pass a portrait.
Portrait?
Yes, because I can't say self. Because I'm like, it's a picture of you, and I couldn't say self. Like, couldn't say that.
Well, you can't say self, but you say it's a picture of you that have been portrait.
That's true, but that was so easy, though.
Oh, well, we know what side of the fence she on. Making it difficult.
This is something that is in the large area, or a large area of water, large body of water. It is not it lives in the water.
It lives in the water.
Lives in the water. No.
Octopus.
Yes. Couldn't say so many things. I couldn't say ape, couldn't say squid, like couldn't say anything.
That octopus.
This is something that you would see all the time if we ever decide to travel down under.
Kangaroo.
Yes. This is a sound that you hear often.
I hear it often.
Whenever there is some type of emergency.
Sirens.
Yeah. We would never ever do this because I don't understand why people would love to do this.
Bungee jumping.
No, go higher.
Skydiving.
But they need what?
A parachute.
Yes.
Parasail?
Not parachute. Not ever. Because who doing it? Oh, that was all. That was my 5.
That was your 5?
Yes.
Right.
Would you ever do it? Would you ever go skydiving? Let me know. Because y'all,
I'm spontaneous. I'm not afraid of heights until I'm settled.
Until you what?
Comfortable out there. Then I can lie.
Because we could fly like airplane, nothing. However, if I'm on like a really tall building, I can't look down.
Oh, I gotta look down. I gotta look.
Can't.
I have to. I gotta see it. I gotta face that fear of.
No, because I immediately see me falling.
Me too. I get a falling feeling.
And you still want to look.
Yes.
So you still you put yourself in that predicament to
get over the fear.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Yes, ma'am.
So when you going skydiving?
I don't know about that.
Hey, you said get over your fears.
That'd be on my bucket list, but not right now.
So here in Dallas they got what is it called?
The indoor skydiving thing? Yeah.
You gonna do that?
Maybe.
I record you.
You could do that.
I'm not doing that.
That's not gonna be bad.
I'm not doing that. What if I'm all the way up there and all of a sudden the fans or whatever stopping? Fall.
That's why they have a net there. And they got a thing on.
I don't like the feeling of that. Like that pit that's in my gut. Like just
That's just your woman's intuition.
What? Has nothing to do with woman's intuition.
I understand the fear. Sometimes you gotta face them head on.
Sometimes I can agree to that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was our game, y'all.
Game of the week. All right, here we go. Weekly check-in.
Yeah.
Highs and lows.
You want to start us off, or?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
My low for the week.
Yeah.
Was at a soccer event, right? We do bitty soccer, and games went well.
Mm-hmm.
Kids having fun, running around. So at the end, this was their last game of the season. They put together a little water fight for him. Y'all, I hate being wet without knowing I'm about to get wet. So I didn't plan on getting wet. So I stood far away from all the kids, everybody that's involved getting wet. I'm far away. Until a parent decided to walk up and hit me with a water pump. Talking to their grandson. Talk about this how you're supposed to do it. 38 hot.
Yeah.
38 hot.
Yeah. Tim cannot stand to be wet, especially his socks, y'all. Oh, if that lady would have got your socks wet and you have to dry them.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to be wet, I'd have been in clothes for me to be wet.
Yeah.
It's a reason why I stood far away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see, I just was standing there watching.
But what prompted her to do such a thing?
Don't know. Maybe she had a good intentions of just
trying to be playful
or whatever, but that wasn't it. When I tell y'all, I walked away so pissed off.
I'm sure you couldn't even say anything to her, like, why would you do that? Or
no, I said, like, what are you doing? And on top of that, she had the push like water gun and squirted it in my face, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, if I wanted to be wet, I'd have been over there. It's a reason I'm standing back here. I turned off and I went to my car and drove off and went home.
Call me, yeah.
38 hot.
Yeah.
Why? I don't care. Listen, if everybody over there getting wet and it's a whole bunch of other people just standing here, not being bothered with none of it.
Yeah. I would have been
just watching it. That mamas, daddies, aunties, uncles, grandma, grandpa, they recording the kids having fun, throwing the water balloons, everything else, and you come and hit me with a water balloon and then squirt that thing in my face. Like,
I would have been so mad.
It took everything in me for not to cuss and go off on this elderly lady. Like I said, I just
walked off. Your professionalism.
I just walked off and went home and just came on home. Because I'm like, you don't know what I had to do after this. Like, it's true. Very true. We could have had a date that night where as soon as I'm done, I'm heading straight to her. Now I can't even head straight to you because I got to go home and change and... Yeah. But my high for the week. Let's
end on a brighter topic.
My basketball team, we went undefeated.
Insert picture of Coach here.
Oh yeah, we go post. I'm gonna post that picture. The one of I'm gonna post two. Okay. I'm gonna post two pictures. One of me during the game and one of the kids after the game. But it was good, man. They really fought hard this last game. The other team really came with it. They didn't want to. Everybody was gunning for us to knock our heads off, and they literally handled their business. And
y'all went undefeated.
It was a close one. It was some suspect calls, but at the end of the day, you just got to keep playing. And I told them, if you just keep playing defense, hard, good defense.
Because what grade?
3rd through 5th graders.
3rd through 5th.
Yeah.
So they still learning the fundamentals, getting the hang of things, and
understanding concepts and schemes, and understanding how to work together and not be selfish. That my whole goal for any sport that I'm coaching, especially with the younger kids, is for them to learn how to not be selfish and be a team player. Learn to be selfish when you get older, when you really honing in on your craft and you understand more. But when you just learning this game, learn to be a team player. Mm-hmm. So what about you? How was your week?
My week long. Love that.
Oh yeah, mine's too.
Let's see. So my weekly, high or low?
Go with the low.
My weekly low.
Low.
Was I was unable to talk to my brother yesterday. My brother's birthday was yesterday, and we just kept missing. Yeah. Just kept missing each other. So that was my low. A little sad about that. Wasn't able to, tell him happy birthday and all the things. Right. my weekly high. So for those of you guys who do not know, like I love to make things and be crafty.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to. I chose.
Y'all want a reef? She'll make it for
I do like making wreaths. I like making bags and
for a fee.
just putting things together.
For a fee.
But my weekly high was I chose to make some Easter baskets for my work. And it was just really fun. Like I love being crafty and thinking outside the box on how to do an Easter basket that's kind of outside of the norm. And just putting things together that's useful opposed to things that you just put in a basket and it just go by the wayside because it's just junk. So I think useful things are important. But speaking of Easter baskets,
you won't make
I told Tim I wanted to do a challenge. So he has to make me one and I have to make him one and then we'll do a big reveal at some point.
I'm a win.
So he was like, well, what's the budget?
What is the budget? You gotta be in the budget.
I don't know.
Parameters.
I don't know.
We cannot go over that budget either.
What's the budget? You want to do $50?
$50.
Okay. $50.
Is that including the basket itself or the things that go in the basket?
The things that go in the basket.
All right.
Yeah.
So we looking at what? Close to, depending on the basket, between $55-$60 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I think
stay inside of it.
You talk about something you want to spend buku money. I'm like, not on that basket.
It's you. I want to make sure you get it.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
And so we may record it. We probably will record it so y'all can see it because I want y'all to know. I want y'all to see like who did the best.
And y'all could tell
Probably gonna be me.
Y'all could tell it. Now the presentation part you'll probably get me on because it's my guy. Let's go there.
Is that okay? That's something we're gonna talk about. Just because you're a guy does not mean you do not know how to present things well. Yes.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always. Like most men just be like, here.
But you said, but you're a guy, so it's like just because you're a guy, you innately don't know how to make things pretty.
Correct.
Not true.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know any guys who's created like something? Why are you looking at me in that way?
Like, come on.
Come on, what?
A lot of guys don't have that. You have guys that have that real good creative side where they can put things together.
Make things look pretty.
Right. Probably 80% of guys ain't like that. I think it's very few. It's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm sorry, fellas, but my opinion, about 80% of us, we just go make it look decent.
Put it in there and be like,
make it look good. We gonna make it look decent. Like it's presentable. Yeah. It ain't gonna be glamorous and over the top.
Okay, but it's not all about that. It's about what's inside. Like, do you really know me? Like, are you getting my favorite type of things?
Do you believe there should be gender roles in a relationship?
What do you think?
Yes. And
okay.
No.
Elaborate.
You first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, because you ain't gonna trap me. You ain't about to trap me. Go ahead.
So gender roles, when we think of gender roles, we normally think of
everything.
Like the olden days, right? When the man would go and provide and that was his only duty and the woman took care of the household. That was the preconception of what gender roles are. Do you agree to that part? Okay. So with, of course, evolution, women want to be the boss type of deal. Wait, what's the laugh for?
Because y'all always think y'all the boss. We keep going.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to put a pin in that. We always think we're the boss. No, let's talk about that right now. How do we always think we're the boss?
Because y'all want to control everything.
I think men also would like to have that control as well.
You have men that don't. How can I say this without being misogynistic? Because it could have went there. And just being honest. Um, you have men that stand high on their morals. Yeah. And like it's firm on I'm the provider, I'm the leader. It's not my way or the highway, but like my final decision. Your input is valid. I hear your input. I don't think we need to make that. We're gonna go with my move. Whereas women in this day and age wants to really dictate and control every move a man makes. I don't think it's control and dictate. I think we looking for equality. I understand. That's it. We're not trying to control anything or anyone. We're looking for 50-50. Are y'all? Well, I can't speak for in our dynamic, in our relationship, it's completely 50-50. Yes. I'm talking overall in general. I don't know. In general, think about all the friends that you talk to, the relationships you see. 50 for sure. I don't see that. 50-50 for sure. I don't see it. Huh. I don't see it. A lot of things they don't. Go ahead. The women want to control everything and really get upset when things don't go their way. That's controlling. Well, that's vice versa. I think everybody wants some part of control. In essence. Agree. So, I think it's the fact that when two people can't come to a compromise, then I feel that one person is again trying to dictate the situation or dictate the decisions. But y'all do that all the time, though. Y'all do it through manipulation. Men manipulate. You tried to manipulate me on the last episode. That's just for that. That was just for that topic. But I'm just saying it happens. Not as often as women, though. I don't think that you can speak on, or even I can speak on that topic because we don't do it. Because we don't do it. That's true. I'm speaking on what I see. But even still, though, we only see the outside. We don't see the whole story of anybody's picture. That's true. So it's kind of difficult to say this or that when we only know 5%. I could agree. Oh, really? I could agree. Okay. I really can't speak on that like that, but my observation from the pieces that you see, from what I see, is that women control. Women wants to be controlled. Women want to control. They want to dictate things through manipulation. When they can't get their way. When the initial conversation is had, then they try to use manipulation to get their way. No, first of all, that's so childish. Hey. But again, y'all do it too. Okay, can you give me an example of how we do it? Of how y'all manipulate a situation? Yes. Just anything pop to your mind? I'm trying to think because our dynamic is not this at all. No, it's not. So I'm trying to think. Or is it? And you just trying to fool me. That's your evil laugh. That's what it is. I'm manipulating. Okay, I did finesse you the other day. Bruh, I was just about to bring it up. Let me tell y'all this, y'all. So, Thursday, I'm leaving basketball games. You know, our girls just finished playing the girls' team. Just finished them all. So, I'm driving home. I'm almost home. About 5 minutes from the house. We're on the phone talking. I'm like, you know what? She probably had a long day. She told me she had a long day. You know what? Baby, you got some clothes on? Yeah, I got some on. Cool. I'm pulling up. Come on, let's go to Sweet Frog. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, Sweet Frog. So for those of y'all who don't know, Sweet Frog is frozen yogurt. So we go pick up. We go right around the corner. Go to Sweet Frog. As soon as I start pouring mines, right? I got a little cup. I don't really like sweets like that. And then it's the mango sherbet is more on the healthier side. So as soon as I start pouring mine, she busts out. I had sweet frog earlier.
That was not. I just didn't tell you the whole truth. That's what that was, and I didn't want to tell you before you came
because I'd have been like, "What?
Well, you don't need no more."
You had some already.
Yeah, and so I did.
She treated herself.
I did.
Didn't tell me she treated herself.
So y'all,
and got more.
That's true. Because control. Because if I would have told you,
then you didn't need
that. How you gonna tell what I don't need? How you gonna tell me and my body and my being what I need and don't need?
You had control. You had your.
So we do have this in our relationship. We do control and manipulation. Because again, I did not want to tell him that I had some earlier. I needed him to go to the store, pull up, and start his port. Once he started his port, then I told him, because you was gonna control the situation.
No, I wasn't.
Control the situation.
It was already there.
And then.
Oh, beforehand?
Yeah, I wouldn't tell you on the phone while you were still pulling up. No, because you would have been like,
so why
you had some already.
Yeah, you had some already.
Because you was gonna try to control the situation. And be like,
you
no.
Want some more? I'd have been like, you want some more?
You want some story?
I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
Story face. That's your story face.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
The truth is in me. I'm telling it.
I cannot. So, apparently, this is also a part of our dynamic.
Talking about no manipulation. You just did it. See? That's what I tell you.
No, I just didn't tell the whole truth.
It's on a small scale.
Well, you didn't ask if I had any that day, so I didn't offer it up.
Why would I think that you would go to Sweet Frog in the middle of the day? Never mind.
The way I be going to Sweet Frog?
Never mind. Don't even answer that.
The mango sherbet with them like sliced mangoes on top with some chamoy and tahini. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
All right, back to what we was talking.
Yes.
Come on, cause
I know y'all get on a tangent like nobody's business, but yes. What we're talking about?
We really can't speculate on the whole aspect of manipulation and control because we don't really do it in our relationship.
So you say.
So you say.
So you say.
But
gender roles, though.
Do you believe in gender roles?
I do.
All right.
To a certain extent. Mm-hmm. Again, back in the old days, right? Man, you're the provider. Mm-hmm. You're the leader. Security, all the things. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not.
Back in the day.
First of all, who you raising your voice to?
The camera.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. And the woman is just considered, the nurturer, the caretaker of the home, all the things. In our relationship, we share so many responsibilities. We do. So I think first let's just go into household things. Again, we share the chores. Yeah, we. So, but I like to cook. I don't.
That's not a chore though.
It is though. Think about people who have these arguments when a couple is working all day. Why the woman got to go in and cook? Or why the man got to go in and cook? Or, that's the stereotype is that the woman's doing the cooking. She worked the 8-hour shift today too. She tired, her feet hurt. But he's expecting her to cook a meal.
The couples that both work?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think that's a gender role.
Yeah. The woman cooks. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's a chore.
Oh, I didn't see it as a chore. I'm sorry. I don't see it as
well, as far as a household responsibility, let me say that because we got to eat.
Well, and that, yeah. But...
So I think that's a household responsibility.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
So as far as the cooking, so cleaning, we both clean.
Yeah.
Like I normally do the dishes most times, of course. He's doing the laundry most of the time.
Everything else we do together.
But however, there is one thing that I will never,
I think you should,
in my entire life, budge on for a gender role.
I really think you should.
And me and us in this household, I am never taking out the trash.
Have you taken out the trash?
I think I had to when you weren't here or something. But if you're here, you're doing that.
Why?
Because you don't want to say because that's the man's job, right? You don't want to say that. However,
say it.
In our household, because to us in this household, I am not taking out trash. I can help prepare for you. I can get the leftovers. I can get some stale bread that needs to go out and we need to purchase a new one. I can politely put that in the trash bag for you. But for me to tie the trash bag together and to walk it to the curb, I don't like that.
What's wrong with that?
My job.
How's that not your job?
Because that's yours. It's such a dirty task.
Are you a germaphobe?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not. I just think, changing a tire. You want me to change a tire or do you want me to call you or call AAA?
Oh, no, you calling me.
See? Exactly. For the trash, call you. Hey, baby.
You can take the trash out. It's not that hard.
It's not difficult at all.
Walk it to the curb, put it down, walk back in out.
It's not difficult at all. I never said it was a difficult job.
It's not dirty either.
And it's outside.
You can work outside. Ish.
Sometimes. But it's trash.
What other gender roles?
As far as household.
Yeah, whatever.
So we talked about cleaning, cooking. I guess we could talk about finances. Because of course a lot of people think of gender roles as, the man is providing, the man is the breadwinner. I don't. Okay. That's part of gender roles.
Yeah. It should be the breadwinner. Not all cases. You got women out here that's making more money than their husbands, and it's okay. They don't bother them. You got some men who it really bother them.
That the woman makes more money. Yeah. See, that's an ego thing.
It is.
And you're supposed to be worried about the household.
I don't care that.
That's a self thing.
More money than me. Ask me, do I care?
Not at all.
Ask me, y'all. Please, just in the comment, just ask. Tim, do you care if Rika made more money than you? And I'm going to answer. No.
You want some of this too, man? No.
But you know why? Because
why is that?
So again, it goes back to the provider thing.
Okay.
It goes back to he's supposed to be taking care of everything and this and that. But you got women who hold that over men's head and they don't want that.
Hold what over men's head?
They're the breadwinner. I'm the breadwinner. I make the most money. I say what goes.
Women say that argument. Huh.
I say what goes.
See, that's not how we get down because...
No, that's not how we get down.
I think a marriage, because I can't speak for a relationship. A relationship is different. A marriage, you stuck in this.
Person.
Until,
somebody get mad.
Right. But I think just a relationship, you can walk away easily, right? And I say that term loosely. Easily. Because you love someone and all this stuff. But I think in a marriage, we stood side by side together and in front of God, right? To say our vows. Like that means something.
Made a promise to each other, an everlasting promise.
Right, that means something.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree. And so I think that's a partnership. That's not a dictatorship. That's not because I make the most money, I say whatever goes. Like, this is a partnership. We talk about every single thing that we do in our relationship. That's how our dynamic is.
Yes.
And I'm very grateful for that because if it was any other way,
we probably wouldn't be together.
Yeah. But that's something that you learned early on too with like gender roles and all that. I think that has to be established at some point.
But you have
before it leads up to that extreme.
You have these women who have unreal expectations of men these days that I feel that comes with gender roles, right?
Yeah.
You have women out here putting out there, if he not making 6 figures or more, or if he not driving this if he already don't have a house
Mm-hmm.
that you don't even want to entertain that man. That's you're putting those roles of, and you might not even, you don't make six figures, you don't have a house, and you might not have a car.
Yeah.
Or I saw one where a young lady said he got to make, what she said, he got to make over $250,000, have 3 cars already,
Have 3 cars.
three, one being a big enough SUV for her and her kids to be able to go in, because when they together, the kids go too. Anything they do, the kids go with them.
Well, I love that she's that type of mama where she's involving her children and not leaving them behind for a minute. So love that aspect. However, but also with that, devil's advocate.
Okay, go ahead.
We don't know what she making unless they saying that, but you don't know what they making. And I think, again, double edged, right? That it's okay for somebody to have that standard prior to getting into a relationship. So whatever man get into that relationship, they know what they're getting into. And the woman know what she wants. What?
I call BS.
Okay. How you know she not making it?
If you telling me we sing, we don't know each other, and you came with those, and I shoot my shot,
Yeah.
and you come with those
crazy outlandish demands,
I'm walking away.
that's your prerogative. And she gonna land somebody who wanna be there too.
No.
Yes. No. You don't think that happens?
You already putting out there on the internet that a guy got to do this to be with you. You're gonna miss out on a guy, the perfect guy for you. That's how I see it.
But you have men who say, "Oh, I don't want my woman to work. I want her to cook and clean my house. So I want her to take care of my kids, and I want her to look a certain type of way." What's the difference?
The difference is he's stupid too.
Agreed.
You look, I'm a firm believer on, if you get with this woman and she working, and then y'all at some point you tell her, "Hey, look, I make enough for both of us. We well off. You don't have to work," and she decide like, "You know what? I'm gonna be at the house then. Yeah. I won't work." Yeah. Cool.
Agree.
But
it's the choice.
Let it be her choice. Mm-hmm. But be off the bat. Now my woman can't work. To me now you're looking for a bum.
Not a bum. You looking for somebody who?
No, to me you looking for a bum. You go find a bum on the street. They ain't working. They ain't doing nothing. They'll sit around the house, cook and clean and do everything else and spend your money. But then you gonna be mad when they just spending your money.
Just looking for that traditional.
That's not true.
Life. I think that's what.
Even back then,
I think that's the traditional.
No, even back then, women did stuff. Like, I'm sorry.
They took care of the household. They took care of the kids. I mean, that's a job. I mean, we don't have kids yet, but
they did more than that.
Taking care of the house and taking care of the kids is a job.
They did more than that also. I feel like that right there was like 1920 or something.
And that's what some men want to hold on to.
Dumber than a box of rocks.
You know, the whole barefoot and pregnant type of thing. Like,
man, 2 incomes.
That's the ideology that people have.
2 incomes better than one.
Totally agree.
Because guess what? The way things going in this world right now, boy, you better hold on to everything you got.
For sure.
Man, what?
For sure.
Because the biggest question of all will always be, yes, the man is the provider. Yes, the man's supposed to be the leader of the household. But when that man is not working and doing and taking care of everything,
then what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen then?
What's gonna happen?
But if me and her, we both working, we both pouring in. Mm-hmm. If I so happen to fall short and don't have a job at some point, or just because something happened, who knows? God heaven forbid.
Yeah.
She could pick up the slack. Mm-hmm. Till I get back right. and vice versa. If she fall down, I got us. We rolling. Y'all stop with that. I don't want my. I'm gonna take care of everything for my wife. Cool. You have the right to do that. Make sure that person is doing something beneficial to the relationship also.
Yeah, I think two people need to add value to a relationship for it to even sustain. Because if one person is just,
it's gonna be miserable. Somebody's gonna be miserable. Because at some point, I feel like
not feel validated, they're gonna feel resentful, they're gonna feel all sorts of emotions.
I feel like this. At some point, somebody's gonna be so upset because you're gonna come home, or they're gonna say something, and you're gonna be in a state. You could be had a bad day at work, and you come home and they say something, and you could be like, "Man, shut the f up." Yo, you only all you just do this and you always home and this and this. No, nah, it's your fault, dog. Get up there, let that woman work, let her be a pillar to the community, let her do something that she wants to do, let her feel useful, and not just sit around the house all day. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So if I told you right now I don't want to work,
Baby, you better keep working. You need that money. We need that money. We going on these trips. I can't do it by myself.
Yeah, but with our finances, again, 50-50. Because I feel as though in a relationship, you want to feel some type of reciprocation. And so if one person is doing all the things, you're going to be like, well, you're not doing so-and-so, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. It's like, well, where do we go from here? Where do we go?
That's them hard conversations people don't want to have no more.
But I think those conversations need to happen from the very beginning. Like how we was talking about earlier. I think it's whatever standard you want to have, or whatever, I don't know, like, what's the one I'm looking for? Brain fog. What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever type you want to attract, that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. I had a type with you. That's my prerogative.
So I checked all the boxes.
I'm just saying, a type is anyone's prerogative, and no one could get mad about what they want in their life. No one could get mad because we're not living it.
Yeah, but sometimes what you want is not always what's good for you.
That's true, but I think they're separate.
On how?
If a woman is making 100 grand and she wants somebody else to make 100 grand too, that's her right. Oh. And vice versa.
Yeah, that part. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's true, but it's, two things we true at once.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it's their
argument there.
Is their.
So let me ask you this. Because we was watching something. Right?
We watch a lot. We just watched Mufasa.
I always wanted a brother. All right. So we were watching someone else vlog.
Okay.
And she stated she don't flaunt her finances or anything like that. Right? And she gave this man a shot. Yeah. And the only thing that I had a gripe about was that she said it should have been a red flag because he didn't make as much money or close to the money that she makes. And I'm like, well, I disagree.
I don't, because if that's the lifestyle that she wants, she gotta find somebody to help give.
But I only think she stated that because of the comment that somebody left that she was reading out.
Okay.
And because before then it wasn't a problem. Like you dated this person
that we know of. I mean, we have a lot of gripes and icks about people, and we just don't we just don't speak on it until we pretty much done with that relationship and all that comes to the forefront. Like, we put stuff to the wayside. Like, there are so many things I'm sure you probably didn't like about me, but you're like, I'm gonna keep dating her.
No, because if it was something to the point where,
because nobody's perfect. Like, I'm sure I want you in some type of form of fashion. Like,
no, a lot of things that in our dating phase,
Yeah.
I was okay with.
Everything.
Yes, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't date you. If
Okay.
I to me, this is all me. In our dating phase,
Yeah.
like if it was something that I was like I was skeptical about or like just was like I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah. Um, Was it something about me that you looked
I
at?
still don't like the way you chew. Oh my God, Campbell.
The chew.
You could edit that if you want to.
No. The chew.
Can't stand it.
Okay, what else? I want to know. What else?
I wanna know. I wanna know.
What turns you on? Don't touch the But what's another ick of mine besides me the way I chew? Because she said I chew like a cow.
Well, I don't know, y'all. Like manners is really big to me, and Tim look like he has none. And I know my mother-in-law taught him manners.
Like what? What you mean manners?
Manners.
Like what? No, I'm not gonna open the door for you all the time. But yes, when we out walking in the door, I open it every time.
Why you can't do my car door?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm getting the car. What do we need to get away? You gonna expect me to go?
It's a different scenario.
Open the car door, then run around and get in the car and start the car, drive off. No, get in the car.
That's a different scenario, and you know that. Like,
no. Listen.
But back to the comment. Like,
open the door could be big for some women. Let it go. My 2 cents. He don't always.
See, you always do this, and I get you every single time. By one. I get you every single. What I'm gonna say? I
don't know. What you about to say? Right?
What's my hypothetical I'm about to say? And I get you with this every single time.
I don't know. Go ahead. Shoot.
When we have kids, if we have a daughter, do you want your daughter to be treated like this? And he like, nah.
Yeah, for me, she gonna know from me.
So she should expect that from her guy. Or whomever she's dating.
Not all the time, because when she get old enough, her ass go open that car door herself and get in there.
Y'all, he said that now, but wait until we pop one out.
You want a girl?
I've always wanted to be a boy mom, but this girl thing has just been. And no, I'm not pregnant. But I just. I don't know. I've always said I want a boy first because I grew up with 4 older brothers, and I'm the only girl.
So you're trying to have a girl because you say you never want.
I say girl all the time lately.
Yeah.
But I get that to change your opinion on things, or have you view it from a different perspective.
I always view it from both sides.
Just like the last podcast. Again, y'all go watch the last podcast about the.
I got 5 nieces. No, 8. I got 8 nieces. 8. It's 6 or 8. Got 2 sisters, 2 younger brothers.
Yeah.
But
I think that having standards, knowing what you want, being upfront about it. Is that the thing? Being upfront about it?
Yes. Because you got people who was try to sit there and entertain somebody.
Well, some people may not want them to date or want them to date them only because they have money. So some people hide that, and I respect that. I understand that. Like, don't be with me just because we can get on the PJ, or don't be with me just because I can go and buy you Prada bags or Fendi bags or what have you.
But that's what drive.
And that's vice versa.
That's what drive relationships today. What can you do for me though? It's not how can we build something nowadays. It's what can you buy me? How can you
see? That's that materialistic. We're not like that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, this social media world got y'all so messed up. A lot of y'all, like, bro, y'all will be single forever, and that's why y'all pick these wrong dudes, and dudes y'all pick these wrong girls, cause y'all try to
emulate what they see.
What? Man, stop. If you don't live above your means. Live in your means, below your means. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't go out there. It's a lot of grateful, great looking people that live within their means, above their means, won't have you out here doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing just to try to still impress them.
See, keeping up with the Joneses is a real type of thing.
Oh, Lord.
And some of y'all gonna go broke trying to do that.
Big broke.
Keeping up with the Joneses is a mindset that y'all need to leave in the past.
What?
Y'all should have left that.
Man, stop.
Y'all should have left that way back.
Please, look, y'all young folks, if y'all watching this, listening to this, stop trying to keep up with everybody. Stop trying to keep up with an image.
Because it's an image.
It's an image. You can images is to me, an image is only 40% of
if that
would keep a healthy relationship. Like we could go buy the diamond watches and all that. Like I could go buy buku diamond studded stuff. One, it's not. She liked it. She really ain't a cup of tea. But like, it ain't nothing for us to go and use that same money and go have a great time somewhere.
See experiences.
Y'all living for the look at me. And please don't look at me. Don't look how don't look how I dress. Don't look how I talk. Don't look at where I'm going. Look at the trips I'm taking. Look where we've been. Like, man, it ain't about the car I drive. It's about the person that's driving it.
Period.
What you say? Clock it. A lot of these kids be rubbing off it.
Yeah. You got real for a second. Bro, that really bothers you.
It does.
You see this a lot with like these little YNs.
That
like yes, that really bothers you.
Like you gotta go buy this. I gotta have this. No, you don't. Mm-hmm. No, you don't. No, you don't.
But they think that because it's what they.
You gotta spend. If I gotta spend, let's say, I get my paycheck. If I gotta spend more than 10% of my paycheck to look to, I ain't gonna say 10%. If I gotta spend more than 15 to 20% of my paycheck to try to keep up with people, nah, you out your mind.
Yeah.
You out your mind. Nah. Because now you taking away from bills. You taking away from important things.
If money is not an issue.
Unless you
right? Money not an issue, but even still, if money was not an issue or was an issue, some people still just like those type of things.
You can like them, you can love them, but why? My biggest question will always be, why would you spend it when you out here buying Louis this, Versace this, all the big brand names, right?
Yeah.
But you live in a shitty apartment. You drive a 2005 Honda Accord, but you fend it down though.
See, that's priorities.
Like
their priorities mixed up.
Oh, big. Okay, yeah, you could say that.
And so,
no, ain't nothing.
You scared me, y'all. Do y'all ever do that with somebody that look like what you see?
I just looked up.
He like, stop talking to these people, bro. Priorities. I think, like you said, social media has formed this false sense of you have to look this way, you have to be this way, you have to dress this way, you have to buy these shoes, you have to buy these type of clothes, these type of handbags, the grills with the diamonds and all the other kind of stuff. Social media has played a huge part in the upbringing of these younger the younger generation, and it's gonna be they don't. Why be? Like, why be flashing? You don't have. That's how people get robbed.
Thank you.
Okay. And you know these little kids with the bands like this. What? Why are you doing all that?
Then not just that.
What's the purpose?
You out here that all on social media with it. Is a dude saw on it was reported he had like 30 grand on him. Flashed it on social media.
Yeah.
Took a flight. As soon as he landed on the flight, like 20 minutes after getting off the plane.
He was unalive.
No, not unalive.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, he just was robbed for that money. Stop.
Stop being so flashy. Keep your stuff to yourself.
But gender roles. We got way off.
I know, but back to gender roles.
Gender roles.
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
I think even with the cooking part, like I'm coming home from work again. I like to cook, right? But do I always want to do the dishes? No. Do he expect me to do the dishes?
No.
Do you?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't expect you to always wash the dishes.
Okay.
I do wash dishes. I have washed dishes.
That's true. You have. When last time?
Oh no, that's a good question. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie.
When last time you did the dishes?
I don't know. I just say it's been a while. I don't know.
You yelling at me?
I'm not yelling. Just letting you know.
He yelling at me, y'all.
I ain't yelling. Yeah. If I was yelling, I would get it up there. I go deep when I'm yelling. But so because I never really talked about my gender roles. One, I feel like women should be able to take the trash out.
That's your thoughts. That's your prerogative. But in this household, he's doing that.
No, I don't feel like it should be no gender roles though. I feel like it should be 50-50 across the board. Whatever you could do, I can do. You know, we take care of everything. Like we say, that's our dynamic.
Yeah, 50-50. We
don't feel like cooking?
We split everything. We splitting.
Like when you don't feel like cooking, I cook. You know.
You only cook when I'm sick. Oh, y'all, Tim know how to make a real good breakfast. I give him that. And besides the grill, of course, but he know how to make really good breakfast.
So I'm only good for breakfast.
Yeah.
That's because you always cooking everything else and you don't want me to cook.
Cooking is my safe space. However, this is something we can get better on.
What's that?
Just because I feel like cooking, I mean I always know what I want to cook. Tell me what you want to eat. Stop always telling me, oh, whatever you cook. No.
Whatever you cook.
50-50. That ain't 50-50.
Whatever you cook.
See, no.
Ma'am.
Why can't you? You know, I saw something about how women will always have to come up with recipes for the rest of their life. As in, I'm going to always decide what we eat, apparently. Do you know that's a lot? Especially when I'm already mentally tired from a long day at work. That's why you can't come up with nothing, because you tired too from a long day at work.
No, not that, but I could see where you're coming from, but I don't agree. Like I always got.
Because you don't like meal prep.
I do like meal prep, but
you just can't eat it. Like
I can't eat it for 2 days.
You can't eat it after a day. Let's be very real.
No, but having an idea of okay, I want to cook. We go cook this on Monday. We go cook this on Tuesday. We'll cook this on Wednesday. That would make things easier.
You gonna help me plan out the week? That's what I'm asking for. I'm asking for assistance on that.
Oh well, yeah, I could do that.
Y'all, I'm gonna keep you updated.
See,
because you're gonna be like, whatever you feel like cooking, I'm gonna eat it. That's what you always say.
Tomorrow,
we're going grocery shopping.
Yep.
And then we can plan out the meals for the week. So that way, yes. So yeah, we're gonna grocery shop.
Yep.
We're gonna make a list of what we are going to eat, and again, healthy.
Yes.
Trying to eliminate, of course, no processed foods, no sugar, stuff like that. Yeah, I just need help sometimes, because sometimes I don't know what to cook. The foodie in me wants everything.
That's why it's a problem. Because you want everything.
So I'm big bag. That's what I heard.
See, oh Lord, that's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
Goes back to the
watch the previous episode.
Not what I said at all.
Okay. Well,
What you hearing what I said.
Well, yeah, that's our take on generals, y'all.
Along with everything else.
Yeah, along with everything else we talked about.
Along with everything else.
Yeah. So drop a comment down below if you are in a relationship, if y'all have gender roles. If you are a female and you take out the trash, let me know. I'm curious.
Yeah, let her know it's okay.
It is okay.
Be spooked.
I'm not saying it's not okay for a woman to take out the trash. I'm just saying in this household, in this marriage, Rika is not taking out the trash.
All right. Mm-hmm. Tim, in this household,
will always take out the trash twice a week.
Not folding no clothes.
Y'all, folding clothes. See, that's another topic for another day. Because laundry gonna take at least a week in our household.
No, it don't.
Why you storing to these people? Why you storing? It's gonna take a week. Because we're gonna wash it, we're gonna dry it, we're gonna put it to the side. We're gonna wash it, we're gonna dry it, we're gonna put it to the side. We're gonna go in that basket and pull out what we need.
Hang it up.
And then once the basket is empty,
start off.
We have to do better. Like we have our moments where we do really well. But I know we're not the only household who struggle with laundry.
Ain't the only household.
We can't be. Like it's really gonna take 35 business days for real. For real.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. But yeah, so
thank y'all. Office hours are from 9 to 5.
Hey, that's a movie?
Yes.
I can't. Cause I hear it. Yeah, we quote movies all the time. If you know what that's from, put it down below before we even.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Dang, I think you got me on this one. Oh, I'm so mad. We be taking like a mental tally of like who win and who lose. Give me another quote.
Nights like this.
Harlem Nights.
I wish.
Oh, that's
Raindrops will fall.
That's Temptations. That's not the Temptation, cause that's not what you call singing that part. Y'all, I'm stumped on this movie. Yeah. It's a group. It's a group. And y'all probably saying like, I know this case.
There's so many songs on that movie.
Bruh.
So many lines. Shy boy.
Okay, tell me.
Nah, I'm not gonna tell you.
You know it's gonna drive me.
The people are gonna tell you in the comments. I'll tell you once we stop recording.
Tell me right now.
I'm gonna edit the part out that I'm telling you.
Go ahead. That's what it is.
But I'm definitely edit the part out of me telling you though. For real.
Well, just censor it.
Nope.
You can censor it.
No. I want to edit it all the way.
No, I don't like that. It's gonna flow. It's gonna disrupt the flow.
How?
Yes.
No, you want people to know I told you. No, we're not doing that.
But I never said it. I never said what it was. You said what it was.
It don't matter.
We're gonna censor it. We're gonna censor it out. But
that's episode 9, y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to this. I mean, we was up and down. We went on a few tangents, but we came back. We came back.
We'll be back. We'll be back again next week.
Right. So
hot topic.
I know, right?
Figure out what to talk about.
Yeah. So again, thank y'all for listening to all our audio listeners. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all for watching us on YouTube, of course. Yes. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on all of our socials. Yep. Instagram, TikTok, of course, YouTube at Let's Get Into This Pod. Yep. And yeah, remember to tell your friends,
your family, and a stranger
to tune into Let's Get Into This Podcast. Bye. I knew that movie. It was on the tip of my tongue.
I know, but I got you, buddy.